Let's talk about the 3 ways to lose weight. I think it's important to realize this is the 3 ways. There aren't other ways. These are the only 3 ways weight's going to come off of your body. And the first one, and as we think about this, realize that something is going to have to change forever. Because I don't know anybody that's just trying to lose weight to gain it back unless they're trying to get a role for a movie or something. Okay, so these are the 3 ways, and it's going to have to be a forever thing. You're welcome to combine these if you want to, but these are the 3 ways to lose weight. Number 1 is eat exactly what you eat now, just less. And a lot of people like this because they're picky eaters and they don't want to change what they eat. They like what they eat. Well, something's going to have to change. Are you willing to eat less of what you currently eat? I remember Orson Welles. There was a quote about Orson Welles where his doctor said, Orson, you need to stop having intimate dinners for 4 unless you invite 3 other people. He simply was eating too much food. You live on half of what you eat. Your doctor lives on the other half. Can you simply cut back on what you eat? Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is choose lower calorie foods. If you choose lower calorie foods, you still want to make sure you're getting sufficient nutrients. So it reminds me of a list from Dr. Joel Fuhrman. It was his food list of nutrient-dense foods. Kale was at the top and Coke was at the bottom. It's like you're not going to get nutrition from Coca-Cola, but you're going to get calories. You're getting very few calories from the kale, but a lot of nutrients. So whatever, you're going to have to choose that. A buddy of mine one time, he said, Joe, I didn't realize that granola was so high calorie and plain popcorn was almost no calorie. He said, I was getting all these calories. I could have eaten something I liked almost as much and way fewer calories. Which reminds me a little bit of my program. People get into my program and suddenly they realize, wow, I'm eating half the amount of food, but I'm getting the same or even more nutrition because we provide a list of foods of good things to eat. We don't have on there Pringles and Snicker bars. So people are suddenly realizing, well, I eat less, but I'm getting more nutrition. So if you've not done my program and you want to get the mindset that's going to be required to do anything to lose weight, please look at my program. You can go to my website and find that, or if there's a link in the description here. And if you're like, yeah, I'm not quite ready to do that, you could always just grab my book and read that, and that's certainly going to get you on the right path as well. There's also a link in the description for my book. So number 2 is choose lower calorie foods than you're choosing now. My wife, for example, will opt for a lower calorie ice cream instead of the regular ice cream, a lower calorie chip, because she wants to maintain an amount of food that she likes rather than eat less food. And everybody's got a different way you can do that. So that's number 2. And the last one, number 3, is eat exactly what you eat now, but exercise more. I noticed that when I took up pickleball and we're playing several times a week and I'm out there for a couple of hours, it's like suddenly I started losing weight because my eating didn't change much and I already had that going well. Now the mistake a lot of people make here, as you may have experienced, you start working out or doing something and you're hungrier. And you're like, well, surely I should eat more because I'm hungrier and I'm exercising. And it's like, well, actually, no. The point was if you need to lose weight, something's got to give. And if all you do is make up for the exercise with more eating, you're not going to lose weight, because in the end, you can't outrun your fork. So these are the 3 ways you can lose weight. Now you might be thinking, well, what about surgery, like gastric bypass? Okay, we might look at surgery, gastric bypass, like a crutch, not in a negative sense, but a crutch to help you do what? One of those 3 things. All that's doing is helping you do one of the 3 things we just mentioned. Or you might say, well, what about medication? I might do Ozempic. Okay, what's Ozempic going to help you do? One of the 3 things I just listed. It's funny because I know some people will talk about how wonderful Ozempic is, but they were never happy about being told just eat less. Well, what are you doing with Ozempic? You're eating less. So the medicines, the surgeries, they don't change what I just told you. It's still those 3 things is what causes the weight loss. You can just decide whether you want a crutch, medicine, surgery, Even my program, you can say, well, that's a crutch. Yeah, it's a tool. All of these are tools to help you do one of those three things. You can do it with or without these things to help you do it, but that's how it's going to happen. I'm Trainer Joe. Remember, train your brain and transform your body.